guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Appa in case you guys are new here. Today's video is going to be very different. I don't think I've ever done a video like this where I talk about YouTube and behind the scenes kind of stuff. So these are some of the things I have learned about YouTube in terms of editing, making your videos more aesthetic, thumbnails, music, all of that. Now, I'm not really going to be talking about YouTube analytics. There are multiple other videos that you can go ahead and watch. I will link those down in the description box, but this is just coming from a small creator like myself who does this for a hobby. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the things that I have learned. So lately, I have switched from a Mac computer I used to have a MacBook Air to a Windows computer, and I was really looking into a laptop which was affordable, and I wanted to also use it for editing my videos. And I really did a lot of research on this, and the current laptop that I use is from the Windows Surface Go series. I absolutely love this laptop. It is something which does have a processor, and that's something that you're looking for. If you're editing on your iPad, I mean, that works, but I feel like when you're editing YouTube videos, you might wanna get a laptop because it has more space. Some people use desktops, and that's okay too. This is the laptop that I'm currently using. I will link it down in the description box just in case you're interested in a non-Mac product. I love Mac, but at the same time it is very expensive, and I love Windows now, and I have some notification thing going on, but I definitely would highly recommend this laptop. The second thing, which is very essential for me, especially when I have a laptop as an editing device, is a Bluetooth mouse. You guys, I film videos quite a decent amount. I know I don't have as many views or whatever, that's not the point here. I really like to be precise in my editing, and I think having a Bluetooth mouse really helps me, be really precise. I've gotten a lot better with having a mouse with my editing skills, and also my editing experience is also a lot better when I'm cutting clips and all that. So I would highly recommend that you get a mouse, a Bluetooth mouse, especially if you're using a laptop. Guys, when it comes down to editing software, now if you have a Mac computer, obviously Final Cut Pro is the way to go. I can't really speak about the Final Cut Pro because I never had it. When I had my MacBook Air, I used iMovie, which I do think is a pretty good, easy way to edit your videos, but I currently have discovered something new, and oh my gosh, you guys, I absolutely love this software. It's easier than the other software that I'm going to talk about. And that is the MINITooL movie maker, you guys. There's no watermark, okay? Like KineMaster, Filmora, all of those other softwares have a weird watermark, which I absolutely hate. I don't think anyone likes that. I would highly recommend that you go and look into this editing software. It's just amazing, you guys. I was so surprised. In fact, when I edit this video, I'm gonna use that software to edit, so you can kind of see some of the things that it has, and you don't have to really even use green screens. And so the only down part about using MINITooL is that it doesn't really allow you to put in green screens. For instance, you want to put aesthetic green screens and all that. It doesn't really allow you to do that. It has its own wedges and elements that you can add when it comes to editing, but you can't really custom as much. You can, however, custom your own font, and I will talk a little bit more about that. But if you're looking for green screens, I would recommend Shortcut. Now, I will say that there is a lag with Shortcut when you're editing. So, you know, let's say if you want to watch your video while you're editing, you're not really gonna be able to do that much because there happens to be a lag. However, once you're done editing, the final product is pretty good. Shortcut does take a little bit of time to learn. I think it's a little bit more advanced, and if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for, you know, more advanced, you know, green screens and all of that, I would recommend Shortcut. But if you want something easy and quick, and honestly, I'm kind of preferring the MINITOOL at the moment because it kind of has the wedges or like transitions that I personally would use for my YouTube videos. So definitely check out both. If you are a real beginner, I would highly recommend MINITOOL. Okay, now talking of filming gear, so now I want to talk about the camera, and I'll also talk about my phone a little bit because it does take decent pictures. So the camera that I'm currently filming on is the Canon G7X Mark II. Now I've had this camera for maybe about 7 months now. I really wanted a camera which was going to give me really good sit down quality and really good vlogging quality as well, because you guys may have noticed if you look into my YouTube page, I do sit down videos and I do vlogs a decent amount, and I was looking for a camera which does really well in low lighting, and this is it, you guys. It doesn't overheat. It is pricey, I will say that. I did get this refurbished, so I'm paying it off. I'm paying off like $40 per month, but I feel like it's a really good investment. I just love it. It's like the perfect vlogging camera, perfect sit down camera, and it also has like a flip screen if you want to see yourself. It's just amazing. I love it, and I would highly just recommend it. And then my phone is pretty good as well in terms of not really like videos as much, but definitely in terms of taking pictures. And this is my Samsung Galaxy A51. I told you guys I completely switched to Windows and Android products, but I really like this phone, and I love this case as well. Just in case you're wondering, I got it from Amazon, and it's really nice, you guys. The pictures are just so crisp. The video, I feel like, you know, when I try to film with this in the stores and stuff, the video is not really that great. So I am looking for a newer phone when I graduate, which will be after December. Till then, I'm gonna continue using this. And the other phone that I'm interested in getting from Samsung is the Samsung Galaxy S21 or 22. I will link a video down below which kind of talks about like the vlogging experiences with those phones. Some YouTubers have done a video like this, so I would highly recommend you check it out, just in case you just want to stick to a phone and that's the most you can afford right now. I would highly recommend checking out that video. Okay, talking of thumbnails, you guys. So I've learned that thumbnails are extremely important when it comes to making YouTube videos. Go to thumbnail website that I use is canva.com. I absolutely love canva.com. They have multiple other templates you can use. I usually customize my templates. Recently, I have been messing around more with fonts to have my signature fonts for my lifestyle and my vlogs and stuff, and then also for my sit down beauty videos, you know. And there's also something called PicMonkey if you want to use that. I did use it for a short period of time, but it wasn't really that great for me. I feel like Canva just works because you also get some online storage and you can store all your thumbnails and everything. So I like Canva for that. Moving on to music. So there's multiple different areas you can get music from. Number one top recommendation for getting music is Hello Thematic. Oh my gosh, you guys, You will get no copyright as long as you put the link. It's just so user-friendly. You also discover other YouTubers, and I'm always curious to see what other creators, especially small creators, are out there. And I feel like it's the perfect one because as long as you put the link, you're not going to get like a copyright strike. And I just love that about it. And another place you can get music is Audio Library. Now, one thing which I do not like about Audio Library is that they're, you know, things that you have to put in description. For example, you have to put in the credits and stuff for the author or for the singer or songwriter or whatever. It's quite long, so I don't really like that about it. But there is Audio Library. They have multiple different genres. You can definitely discover that. Another favorite YouTuber whose music I have used for years, and he is amazing. I believe he's from Germany. His name is Ixen. I will link his channel down below, you guys. He has amazing music. All you have to do is just tag his YouTube channel and you can use his music for free. There are custom made green screens. Now I'm talking more for those of you who want to, let's say, do more advanced editing to your videos. There are ways to make your own green screens, and I will link videos down for you in case you're interested in that. And there are also green screens basically that you can download from other people. There are aesthetic green screens. I personally prefer to just make my own so that I'm not putting a lot of things down in the description box. Just in case you want to download, there are green screens available to you. You just have to kind of, you know, credit the creator. Green screens obviously is more for people who want to do more advanced editing, and I'm kind of used to it, but I don't always do it. The iCards basically is another way that you can add a video so that your viewer can see that, oh, there's other suggestions for videos. And also like the subscribe button, which usually goes down here. That's something that's always there in my YouTube videos, and those are some other things that I do. Guilty of this, but try to make your videos 10 to 15 minutes long. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm super guilty of this. And especially with beauty videos, it's very, very hard to keep the content really short like that, especially when I'm doing reviews and stuff. But I'm trying to make my vlogs at least 15 minutes long, because that's something that my subscribers have told me that they want 15 minutes vlogs. So that's my goal, but I try not to make 30 minutes videos, 25-minute videos. I really try to keep it short. Okay, intros and outros. I feel like, you know, you can again download intros from other people or pay them to make your intro. But again, if you want to make your own intro, Canva is the way to go. I have made my own intros and my own outros. I have learned that from Canva. Canva is just amazing, you guys. Definitely check out Canva if you want to do any editing. And if you don't want to do Canva as a editor for your intros and outros, you can still use the MINITooL that I talked about, because they have a lot of good templates for you to make an intro or an outro video. So when you're editing, it does take a long time. I will say MINITooL takes shorter amount of time than, you know, Shortcut in my personal experience, but you need to give yourself like breaks when you're editing videos, because you can really get overwhelmed and like basically really tired. It can take like hours and hours to edit, especially if you do a lot of advanced editing. So in order to make that experience, you know, more doable, just have a desk where you can sit and edit. Also definitely follow the Pomodoro method. I'm telling you, it works. 25 minutes and then 5-minute break, 50 minutes, 5-minute break, 45 minutes, 15-minute break. Do whatever works for you, and it just makes your editing experience a lot better. Another tip, which I totally forgot to write in my notes, is getting YouTube tags. There are tag generators out there that you can use. I usually just Google YouTube tags and I use the very first website that pops up because it just works easy for me. There are some other ones that are not as easy to use, but these are some YouTube tags which are generated by the machine, and it goes from the most popular tag to the least popular. I also would recommend getting a hard drive, because especially when you're editing a lot of videos, and if you're also using your computer for like regular work like school or whatever, you know, it takes up a lot of space. Having a hard drive really helps you, you know, kind of save that space, the space on your computer for other things. Another thing that you can actually do, and this is something I've recently learned, is custom add your fonts. Let's say if you don't like the fonts on your editing software, which happens to be sometimes my case, I want more, you know, handwritten or girly fonts, if you want to call it. So I have downloaded a whole set of fonts from dafont.com, and they automatically just show up once you install them. Of course, they automatically show up on your editing software. And that I want to kind of talk about is good lighting. Now, I am guilty of not always using my ring light, mainly because I don't always like the look of ring lights. You can purchase a ring light from Amazon. You know, a lot of people do film at night. I usually don't. I usually film early mornings or maybe early afternoons. But if you happen to film in the evening time, definitely look into a ring light. I personally like the look of natural lighting. I am using natural lighting right now, and there's just like one light in my room which is on, and that's about it. But phones are not always as good in low lighting. I've definitely like noticed that when it comes to like filming and stuff. So that is it, you guys. Those are some of the things that I have learned on YouTube. I'm still learning with YouTube. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye now.